Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. And as Hezekiah here, AH for Truth is the channel, and I wanted to make another video here. And I'm talking today to Bitcoin maxis. You know what Bitcoin maxis are? These are people who they are so into Bitcoin. It's bizarre. They don't see anything else. They see only Bitcoin, just like zeroed in on Bitcoin. Nothing else matters. Nothing else is important. Nothing else, like it's just Bitcoin. You've got Michael Saylor at the head of that. I even watched a video just a while ago where he was talking about how he was listing names like Cardano, like, some of these other crypto assets. And he was saying that they would not be, that Wall Street would not look at them. I'm like, what? I honestly believe that. I don't think he believes what he's saying. I don't know. Maybe he's a distraction. I honestly don't know, because I have seen documents like when I do coaching for people and they go, what? Like my focus really is on people who are planning for retirement. Like even if you're 35 and or whatever, or less or younger, 20 something, I can still coach. But I'm my biggest passion is for people who are over 50, because a lot of people are going to get out there in front and they realize there's nothing left. There's nothing for them. The retirement funds have been really have been borrowed by the government over the years. And again, thank God that Trump is in power. There's things that will happen, but it doesn't negate the fact that inflation down the road, houses that are 300 400,000 now would be way much, maybe 3 4 5 times more in the future. But let's leave that. I just want to talk to Bitcoin maxis today, and I'll say, hey, with the Trump executive order, and with the way things are going, um, you know, it's very obvious where everything is going. It's becoming more and more obvious. So I wanted to say, forgive yourselves, because like they always dunked on XRP. XRP isn't going anywhere. Ripple, look at XCN just the other day. These are all the coins they call them all kinds of names, right? But those are the ones that are flying now, and people like, somebody the other day put in $5,000 and is coming out with like well over 35 $40,000. Why? Because he put it in, it went up by 300%. He sold, came out, sold some, went back in when it kind of dropped, and followed Economic Ninja's advice. I know somebody who lives, in my city, works with me, and she also jumped on the XCN train and made some good money. So, my suggestion to Bitcoin Maxis is, you know what? Calm down, relax, forgive us for being right about Ripple and the ISO 222 coins. Bitcoin is not ISO 222. Like, have you ever moved money with Bitcoin? Can you imagine moving? Yes, I know with the Lightning Network, it was supposed to help it move faster and all of that. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin is not even, you know, like it's not ISO compliant, ISO 222. It takes forever for your money to get from one end to the other, basically. Um, El Salvador adopted it as a national currency. Look at where that is today. I mean, they're still good, but not in the way that you would expect. You're going to pay for a cup of coffee with Bitcoin, like Brad Garlinghouse says, and you'll be waiting in line for how long? So, yeah, my suggestion to the Bitcoin maxis is, calm down, forgive, then forgive us for being right, forgive yourselves for being so hard on something that because you can be so hard and so stout on something and yet could be wrong. It's funny how people on the other side of the Bitcoin maxis are open to accept other cryptos, right? It's like this field can be for one only. There's nothing in life. In fact, it's not realistic. What have you ever seen in life that was just for one thing, like one person, one thing, no, no. There was once where, billionaires were scarce. Now you have thousands of them, right? They're almost becoming a dime a dozen. India never had a billionaire as such. There was maybe a few of them, right? They were not even in news. Now they're in the news, and many of them are leading in industries. Look at Mexico. Look at other countries. Even poor countries have billionaires today. So yeah, it couldn't have been that for some reason, wisdom should have said, you know what, one day somebody else is going to come along. Bill Gates always said it, in his early days in Silicon Valley. He says, one of the things I worry about, and actually he was saying this even not too far ago, back. He was saying, one of the things he worries about is that a new kid will rise up around the block and come up with something else, and just dethrone Microsoft and others. Well, not necessarily, but other people came along, didn't necessarily dethrone Microsoft, but took a chipped away at the market and made something for themselves. That's how life is. And so we're going to see the executive order cause an interesting rise in the crypto market, and some of these altcoins, particularly the ISO 222. This year is their year, and all the documents show that. When people say, "Oh, they're not," Wall Street isn't going to look at them. It's a distraction. Wall Street is telling you to look at Bitcoin because they want to go to the things that they don't want you to go to. So while you're looking at Bitcoin, they're buying. And if you are investing in Bitcoin today and you just started and somebody told you to buy Bitcoin and all you had was $5,000, well, you have to wait till you're using a walking stick to be able to get anything out of it. Because yeah, but if you could go with traditional 5% on top of your 5,000. Well, that's okay, yeah, if that's what you want. But there's a great opportunity right now for people, ordinary people, to get in with a few $1,000s and find themselves, harvesting hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in the next couple of years. So I think, yeah, all the same, this is all I have for you. If you like what you've heard so far, please like, subscribe, click on the notification bell, and let me know what you think. See you in the next one.